myself something I've been after for quite some time. A Capri 280 that the minute I saw it, I just had to have it. I've owned quite a few of them in the past, but that's when they were affordable. An opportunity came up again, a 1989 registered F. That in itself is quite unique. Everything you see me doing in these recommission films is carried out entirely at my own risk. If you choose to attempt similar DIY work on your own car, that's your responsibility alone. Always use appropriate PPE, follow manufacturer guidance, take expert advice where possible, and never proceed if you're unsure.
So we're doing a lot of detailing under the engine today, or what I call detailing anyway, which basically means WD-40, cleaning pipes, reservoirs, and just getting as much dirt and grime off as I possibly could. And it's amazing, like you look at the expansion tank here and how much that looks so much better by just getting the grease and dirt off it that's accumulated over the years. And the same with the brake and clutch reservoir as well. There's not really much more I can do under here, and it really needs a good service. I think there's a couple of belts on here as well, from what I can see. Might need replacing. And of course, what we mustn't forget, this is a 40-year-old car nearly. And of course, this car hasn't done very many miles. It's only done 40,000 and been off the road. In fact, its last MOT was 2014.
One of the best ways to understand how well a car's been looked after is by checking its service history, especially past MOTs. Thankfully, this car has plenty of paperwork, which really helps me see what's been done over the years.
Today's the first day I've had a look at just the interior really and what I need to be doing. I mean, like down here for example, that thing has come off the door handle on the inside, but it's not broken. The lugs are still all there, so really that just needs slotting in. I'm going to have a look in the glove compartment. What's in there? It's empty. And the seats, I mean, just a bit of leather care and they'll come up really, really nice. Something else I'm also keen to see if are still in this car are little cushions. And these were like little lumbar support cushions, probably about that big, grey. The 2.8 injections had them, so did the 280s. But I've been told on 280s they were underneath the seats, stored by the manufacturer, and of course some dealers didn't really touch them. They didn't know about them, and certainly some owners didn't know about them. I'm going to have a look, and I'm told they could be under the passenger seat. Now, how lucky am I going to be? And this isn't staged, let me tell you that now. So let me just have a look. There's like a little flexible. Okay, I thought I might get lucky, but there you go. Let's have a look under the driver's seat. Hang on. No. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That was in a rubber belt that sits under the lumbar support in this seat, the driver's seat, and I just found this. That's clearly never been on the car, never been out since it left the factory. Oh, so anyway, that's one. So I'm not sure if they put one under each seat, but I couldn't feel any under there. Let me just delve a little bit deeper into this here. My big backside isn't. Wow. Now that is a nice touch. That's what I like finding in classic cars. Just little things. That's a discovery. That is amazing. Wow. I have the two lumbar supports. I am, what the Americans say, stoked right now. one of the other things I've been eager to check is the sunroof. Now these have a cable inside them that can snap. So I'm just going to see whether that opens. Always nervous in case it does snap. Hang on. Oh, down the wrong way. Oh, it flips up at the back. Could do with a bit of greasing. Okay. So there's a little switch here. Let's see if it opens. Okay, I don't think I'm going to go any further, but anyway, that works. Probably go and find I've scratched all the roof, but hopefully not. Good. And that light works. So some of the first jobs I'm going to be tackling on this car is to get it clean, basically. It's been lying around for about 11 years, not used. First things I've done, I always do when I get a 280, is go through this, the parcel shelf. The only problem with it really is a slight bow in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see that. If you kind of, as you go down it, you can see around about here it sinks in. The good news, no one's put great big speaker holes in it, so I'm pleased about that. So really it's quite original. So I've got everything out. I've got the jack, and I've even got the washer bottle that goes in the back, sits in the back. If you're wondering what all that rattling noise is the rain, by the way, hitting the roof. Here's a wheel, the spare wheel, still with the original Pirelli P7 on it. I mean, it's not bad for 40 years old, you know, that's not bad at all. Not sure I can drive it on the road, but someone said there's a date on these somewhere, so you can actually tell. I can't see it. That's not to say it's not there. So what I've done is I brought it inside. You can see I've given it a good clean all over. It's looking a bit black on the back, just purely because of the water on it. But already it's come up really, really nice. You can see it drying in a couple of places, but you can see that bow in the middle there. Then I'm going to leave it flat on the ground. So hopefully that will push it back the other way and straighten it a bit more. I mean, there is so much. These plastic panels are in very good condition. I always knew that years ago when these were built, paint was thin in the factory. And just looking at this, which is all original, can you see all this? It's actually quite see-through. So I'm really going into detail now as I go along. That's to clean the light bezels. So they've come up really nice. Just some soapy water. And while I'm at it, I'm using damp cloth. Firstly, I've checked all the bulbs. To give all inside here a good clean. And just get any dust and dirt off the inside, which will make these lights a lot more clearer. One thing that did prove a bit of a problem with these screws, they were a bit rusted in there. So one of the jobs I've been keen to crack on with is cleaning the inside of the car, because where it's been left standing for 11 years not doing very much, as you can imagine, it kind of picks up dirt, dust still, even though it's inside, and there's these white speckles all over the place, will look like mildew. But I'm keen to crack on with these leather seats and see how good they come up. We'll get as much of the dirt out as possible. Looking very good. Yeah, look at that. I don't know about you guys or anyone who owns a 280. In fact, any car, to be honest with you. There are certain cars that have a certain smell inside them, and I'm not talking about a new car smell. Oh no. I'm talking about a certain smell. And the Capri 280 is no exception. That's what the carpet looks like in the back. Filthy, obviously, where it's been lying around. So now I'm going to give that a good clean.
I cleaned the carpets using my own domestic carpet cleaner, and already the difference is huge. They smell fresher and the cabin feels more pleasant.
I don't know whether it's the leather or the framework, but they're heavy seats, those Recaros. But the last time that saw daylight, I guess, or outside the car, was 40 years ago. Oh, there we go. That's in very, very good condition. I like that. Passenger side squab's always very good, because obviously it don't get used half as much as the driver's side, but that's very good. Now this has to be the most satisfying part of cleaning carpets. This gooey stuff in here. Here comes the best bit. "40 years of grime down the drain." Just look at that sludge in the bottom. It's incredible to think that's all in the carpet. There you go. Look at that. That is very presentable. And carpet washed. And everything back in. Washer bottle now connected, cleaned, filled up of course. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Just as a finishing touch, I put in these stainless steel screws, which I've removed the rusty ones that were in there. Also, I like to keep the car original. I think these are okay because you're obviously accessing your bulbs in there and you don't want screws that are going to rust. So I think they're a bit more presentable and just make life a little bit easier to get that cover off when you need to change bulbs.